We're going to wing it today. I'm going to go ahead and show you all the rarest Pokemon cards I have. Next week, I'll show you the decks that I'm planning to use, kind of talk through my strategy, but right now, I want to flex. I want to show you the most rare cards that I have in my collection. I went digging through all my old stuff, found a bunch of things, and yeah, let's get to it. Let's show them off. Now, I think one of my biggest flexes in my collection is the Alakazam line. The Alakazam, unfortunately, is a 2nd edition, but I do have the 3 here. Abra, Kadabra, and Alakazam. Kadabra is pretty interesting, actually. I don't know if you know the history of Kadabra, but there was a, I believe it was a Russian magician, and he sued Pokemon way back in like 1998. So they weren't actually able to make Kadabra cards until maybe 2 or 3 years ago. So this Kadabra, not only is it rare, there weren't any Kadabras in the Pokemon game for a very, very long time. That's a bit of lore that most people don't know. On the back side, I have a 1st edition Pinsir. Unfortunately, not holo. And I don't know if you can see the detail, but someone messed up the cutting of the card. I think you can see how there's like a very distinct line right in the middle of that. Probably not the most valuable cards. I haven't gotten any of these PSA treated. I haven't gotten any of these graded. I would probably only get a few of them graded anyway. A lot of them are pretty obviously below the bar. But to still even have these cards is kind of a flex. I can't believe I had the wherewithal to make sure they were taken care of for this long. Moving on, we got a Moltres. Unfortunately, not holo and not 1st edition, not even 2nd edition, just a Moltres. Little Entei on the back. Again, not holo, but rares. Just a couple of rares. Now, this one makes me a little bit sad because I don't have the final evolution for this exact line, but I do have the final evolution for it. So I actually am kind of weird. I like Chikorita the most of the 2nd gen. I feel like most people didn't. I have a 1st edition Chikorita with a 1st edition Bayleaf. But unfortunately, the Meganium I have is from the E-Reader generation. It is holo, not 1st edition. I don't actually know how valuable these E-Reader cards are. I don't know if people really even use these, to be honest. Going through some more of my 1st gens, I got a bunch of non-holos, but still rares. I got my Scyther, and I got the Butterfree. Also have the Electrode, which I believe these were actually fairly common, but it was the rare that was super uncommon. I feel like I never saw a holographic of the Electrodes. I only ever saw them once or twice, strangely. And then a Dragonite on the back. Unfortunately, not holographic. Not even 1st edition. However, I do enjoy this card quite a bit. The original Dragonite look is so iconic to me. He looks so just like cute and chill. Little chunk dragon. I got the Jolteon. If you were a cool kid, you enjoyed Jolteon. If you're a little weirdo, you like the Vaporeon. And we kind of see it in the internet age, how big Vaporeon is. You little freaks. I know what you do to your Vaporeons. And on the back, we got that Holo Raichu. Not 1st edition, but it is holographic. So that's worth something, I suppose. It's probably worth a little something. I got Fanfi, Donphan. Unfortunately, not from the same line. I wish I'd have gotten more of the Fanfi cards. The art on those were pretty cool, but I was a kid at the time. I didn't really buy boosters. I just kind of traded and ended up with what I had. And on the back of that, Kabutops. Not rare, or I mean not holo, but rare. A Japanese Machamp? Giovanni's Japanese Machamp? I couldn't even tell you how I ended up with this one. Pokemon was so big in the day that people would just end up with random foreign cards in their collection. And on the back, a shiny Hitmonchan. Unfortunately, not 1st edition. He does have a little damage on him, though. Probably not worth that much. Unknowns. What a weird line of Pokemon. This is a rare, actually, though I don't think that's really worth anything. I think it's just that there was 26 unknown, and each unknown was rare in the context of there being 26. Unknown W. Little Lugia on the back. One of my friends has a much more recent version of this card, and Aeroblast is a much different attack. It's way more powerful now. This card versus modern Lugia is a perfect example of the power creep in Pokemon. Not as much as Yu-Gi-Oh! or Magic or any of those other games, but it's still pretty dramatic. Not one, but 2 promo Mews. I'm not sure if these even came in holographic. I think these were These weren't given away with the first movie. These were given away with one of the movies. I can't remember where. Let me know in the comments if you guys remember that. And beyond that, I just have some random cards. I got a Rocket Snorlax. This is probably one of the better condition cards I have. I remember really liking Snorlax back in the day. And it's honestly got a pretty good attack chain. I don't know, I feel like this one will probably be worth a bit just because Snorlax is somewhat popular. People like Snorlax. And then a bunch of random cards. I don't even know how I came into like a Holo Corphish. I think this is when they started making cards holographic that had no business being holographic. They do that nowadays too. You can get common holographics and it's like, why? Why would I want a common holographic, you know? Shiny Melodic. I know there's some people out there that stand on Melodic, so not bad. It's 2005 right there. And then these ones I'm a little bit proud of, actually, because I feel like they're a pair. They were kind of a novelty, maybe a promo of some sort. I got Holo Plusle and Holo Minum. And you can actually see at the corner where the rarity's supposed to be that there's like red and blue instead of an actual star or a circle or anything. So I'm pretty sure these were a promo together. I actually used them quite a bit in the game, though they weren't necessarily the best Pokemon. And of course, that's not the best card. I wanted to kind of throw you off by showing you my my whatever cards right before the grand finale. I'm about to show you my best card. This is probably the most valuable. I haven't gotten it graded, but this one has to be worth at least a couple grand. Just because even the worst graded ones of these sell pretty well. That would be a first edition holographic Blastoise. Now, I can't Charizard flex, unfortunately, but I do have a first edition Blastoise just chilling. This and the Alakazam are probably the ones that are really worth getting graded. Unfortunately, the cost of grading cards is so damn high that you have to make it cost effective, you have to enter into a lot with some other people. You have to have a lot of cards to get graded at once, or they charge you individually, and it's not worth. But eventually in the future, hopefully I can get these graded, figure out the actual value, maybe sell them, maybe keep them. Depends on how I feel sentimentally. But before we go, I want to show you the most important thing in Pokemon. And this is a fact that I feel most people miss. They don't really recognize it. And that's that the Pokemon Nuzleaf, it has nipples. Do you see that? Do you see those Nuzleaf nips? Oh my god. Who drew that? Who drew Nuzleaf with nipples? That's what I want to know. That's my final question for this video.